Welcome to The Mind of Fate, a podcast where I dive into Mythic Plus dungeons, high-level competition, Legacy30, add-on creation, optimization, and much more. Whether it's analyzing the best Mythic Plus comps, breaking down the meta, uncovering raid speedrun secrets, or debating the evolving PvE meta, I bring you the insights that matter right inside The Mind of Fate. Let's get into it, shall we? Hi, welcome to the second episode of The Mind of Fate. Today I'm going to talk about the Legacy30 Season 7 tournaments and their rules. So some of their rules, in fact. And the add-on we're going to use to do the tournament. And a little bit of myself, where I'm at in life and in the guild and stuff. So, yeah. So there are a few rules that I wanted to talk about that are good and some that would need to be improved for the next tournament. The next tournament we need to be a team of 2, and we cannot stack class. So we cannot be 2 warriors or 2 monks. That's good because we need to be more versatile. It brings more fun. It's more fun to see, to watch. That to me, that's a good point. The main rules is to be a maximum of 2 characters at the same time in the dungeon, so it prevents any cheating on that side. Speaking of cheating, we cannot use an exploit or anything that could stack the verse trinket, which are the Pendant of Violet Eye and the Meteorite Crystal. There used to be but an exploit where you could stack those trinkets to the max stack, which is 20, instantly. If you use them, you're gonna be disqualified, and that's a good thing. Like, it's the potential damage from that is so insane. We needed to have rules to avoid that. We will use my add-on called Legacy30 to verify the time, the tracking of the mob count and the boss count. I'm gonna talk about the add-on later. The thing that's good about one of the rules is we can do as many runs as we want. We have like 2 weeks to do all the runs, so having 2 weeks to do the tournament makes it much easier for people to get together and do the runs, compared to previous tournaments where we needed to be all together at the same time, doing the runs. Well, it was those tournaments were fun, don't get me wrong, but the fact that we needed to be all together at the same time was restricting for some people, and we lost some teams because of that. So I think that's a good thing for that tournament to be over 2 weeks. The fact that we need to be the runs need to be recorded, and we need to use a Warcraft log at all time, is a good thing to prevent but most of the exploits and hacks. So that's a great thing. And the fact that once people will record 1 run or 2 runs, they can post those runs onto the Discord, and everybody can see those their times. I think it's also a good thing, so we have a good idea if we have a chance to win or not. So I think, recording those runs helps for the legitimacy of the runs, and it makes the tournament more transparent. So if something wrong happened, everybody can see what was wrong and what we need to not do. One of the rules is we can only have one tank and one healer per team. I think the spirit of the rules is to not have basically two huge tank pulling everything and not dying on anything. Yes, tanks are doing overall less DPS than DPS, but if they can survive anything, I mean, yeah, that's not that much fun to see. So yeah, that's a good rule. The rule that hurts the most for some specific classes and spec, like Fury Warriors and Brewmaster Monk, is the fact that we are not allowed to use Crusader or Lifesteal. Those are the bread and butter of survivability for those two specs classes. I mean, Brewmaster can survive well without that, but a Brewmaster tank need to be more aware, be more careful of the runs, of the pulls he's gonna do, because he doesn't have Lifesteal and or Crusader. So yeah, the show will be better because of that, more diverse. Because if we would allow those two enchants, I suppose that a lot of teams would use Fury Warrior with double Crusader and Brewmaster Monk with double Lifesteal. So basically, those two would be virtually unkillable. So yeah. And of course, that's a rule that was present in the other tournaments. No other buff than the buff the actual class the players are playing can do. So a team where there's a warrior and a druid cannot have other buff than those buffs. So like no ent buff, no shaman buff with mastery or anything else. So yeah, that's a good thing. About the add-on, the Legacy30 add-on, I'm gonna describe like the main features of it and what they're doing. I won't dive too much into how I coded them because it might be too heavy on content. So yeah, the main feature is the live dungeon timer. It displays an on-screen timer that tracks the run in real time. The add-on auto-detects if we are in a dungeon or not, and it can be controlled by the / command /30 timer start, stops, or reset. Basic command. There's also a UI, a basic UI to run those commands. To make the UI appear, you only need to do /Legacy30 show. There's the progress tracking where there's a mob count and it tracks also the boss kills. I haven't tested everything yet because like it's a fastidious job. It requires a lot of time that I didn't have back when I created the add-on. So if y'all encounters any bugs about that, let me know and I will do my best to improve it before the actual tournament starts. The boss kills monitors the boss that I've been defeated live, and it auto-actualizes every time there's a mob that is killed or a boss that dies. The add-on is quite simple to use. Also, at the end of the dungeon, it shows a display with the time it took to achieve the mob count and the boss kill, and it should also show the portrait of each player's present in the run. I also started to implement an exporting system. So the goal of that is to, in the future, be able to post the string generated by the add-on to either me or Lucario or the person responsible for the dungeon tracking. So we could maybe do ladder system where people could compare themselves to others via a website made for that. So that's the main goal of that feature. It's not fully functional now, but I'm working on it. For more information about the add-on, you can download it, use it. It's available on CurseForge for anybody to test. So yeah, let me know if you encounter any bugs or if you want to suggest any improvement, anything you have in mind that could improve the add-on. Let me know. I'll be glad to hear any improvements, any comments too. Yeah. Since I'm done with the dungeon developing for now, on my own time, I'm actually building my own Discord-like app. My intention with that is to learn how to code one. I'll learn how it's done in the back end, how all the coding is done. That's what I'm passionate about. I want to do it to, first of all, learn, and second of all, to put it in my coding portfolio for my future job, and maybe one day release my own community platform. Who knows? Other than that, I'm actually at school. I am learning some programming language like C++. I'm gonna learn later how to code in C#, in PHP, and other languages that I actually don't know about yet. But I'm pretty passionate about that, and I love it. To me, coding is like solving a whole problem all by myself, and it makes me feel quite good when I can find the right solution to the right problem with only my mind. So yeah, that's one of the things I like the most about coding. To me, it's like finally solving how to beat a boss after a lot of tries, a lot of effort put it in. To me, it's the same kind of feeling it gives me. So if you can relate, let me know. If I get back to Legacy30 and where I'm at with the guild and stuff, the whole game for me is in slow mode because of school. I would like to play more. I would like to spend more time in the game, trying to be the strongest melee I can be. But it is what it is. The only time I have now, it's like about 2 or 3 hours a week for now. In the coming weeks, I'm gonna get more time to play, so I can maybe talk about more about what I wanted to do into the game. My actual next goal in the game is to be the actual strongest melee if I can, in every class I can. I'm gonna start with the class. So I know that I'm the strongest warrior because we I talk about that a lot. I have the jackhammer. I've got 2 of them on my warriors. So yeah, that's the ultimate reason why I'm the strongest warrior. It's because of the jackhammer. My next goal is to claim the first rank of DH, and I think the actual first rank is owned by Noodle. She's pretty good, and she's actually the strongest DH, the strongest Evoc DH I've seen on the level 30 scene. She is almost perfect on every rotation she does. I've got a lot to learn from her. Even if our opinion diverge and we disagree on some side of the game and on things, I think she is very good at what she's doing. She seems to be very, very passionate about it too. So shout out to you, Noodle, and I hope to see you soon in Valdraken fighting the target dummy. And I hope to claim the first rank DH. So brace yourself. That's it for now for me. I hope you enjoyed the podcast. If you have any comments, suggestion, or anything else, leave me a comment. And if you want to reach to me in any way, the best way to do so is to come onto our Discord. I'll put the link down below. So thanks and see ya. If you enjoyed this episode, please like, subscribe, and or comment. You can also join our Discord community by following the links down below.